A growing divide inside the Republican Party is raising new questions about one of its top election priorities. Congressman Thomas Massie now says Republicans were never serious about passing the SAVE Act, arguing that the issue has become more of a political message than a legislative goal. His comments come as Congress prepares to vote on a continuing resolution that would keep the federal government funded through December, a move Massie says effectively sidelines the bill for now. Massie, a Republican from Kentucky, said the decision to move forward with a temporary government funding bill without including the SAVE Act makes it highly unlikely that the legislation will advance anytime soon. According to him, once lawmakers approve the continuing resolution, there will be little opportunity to attach the election measure to major spending legislation before the end of the year. The SAVE Act has been one of the Republican Party's most talked about election proposals. Supporters say it is designed to strengthen election integrity by requiring proof of citizenship for voter registration and making other election-related changes. President Donald Trump has repeatedly backed the legislation, calling it an important part of his election agenda. But the proposal faces major obstacles. Even if Republicans can pass it in the House, it continues to face strong opposition in the Senate, where Democrats have made it clear they do not support the measure. Senate leaders have indicated the bill does not currently have the votes needed to move forward, leaving its future uncertain. Massie's criticism also highlights disagreements within the Republican conference. While many GOP lawmakers continue to publicly support the SAVE Act, he argues that congressional leadership is focusing on political messaging rather than pursuing a realistic path to enact it. Other Republicans have continued to push for the bill, saying election security remains a top priority despite the legislative challenges. The upcoming vote on government funding will now be closely watched, not only because it could prevent a shutdown, but also because it may signal how Congress plans to handle other major policy priorities in the months ahead. Whether Republican leaders attempt another strategy to revive the SAVE Act later this year remains open question. The upcoming vote on government funding will now be closely watched, not only because it could prevent a shutdown, but also because it may signal how Congress plans to handle other major policy priorities in the months ahead. Whether Republican leaders attempt another strategy to revive the SAVE Act later this year remains an open question. Stay with Morning America for continuing coverage and the latest updates. What do you think about this story? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe.